are at another Target. This is where I originally found Legends Greg. So let's see if they got anything. All right, so we're making the approach. I see a couple Slambulances, the usual basics. I'm seeing some Cenas, Kofis, Romans, Balors. But then at the top, I noticed that they had a Liv Morgan, which I was surprised to see because I know she's pretty hot right now, both literally and figuratively. They had a ton of Heenans, AJ Styles Elites from the SummerSlam set. It's so sad seeing all those Heenans. I just wish that line was a little bit more successful than it really is. They did have this Lana, which has what I think is a very inappropriate design on the chest. It looks like something that shouldn't be on a toy. So there's the Liv Morgan again. They didn't have Mike Kanellis, because if they did and it was the regular version, I'd probably pick it up. They had Razor Ramon, which I haven't seen in stores for a while, because Razor and Greg seem to be the popular two from this Legends set. But other than that, no real wrestling figures. However, their Pop and NECA section, it's like NECA Ultimate Central. They had pretty much everything. Stuff that I didn't even think I was going to be able to find it. And they had the Nun in the cloth goods figures. Very cool figure. I wish that they would make that in an Ultimate, and maybe one day they will. They had Nightmare on Elm Street 1, Freddy Krueger, which I didn't even know that places still carried that. They had a ton of different Jason Voorhees. I didn't even want to get into it looking at them because I didn't know what. They had Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, the cloth goods figures. They had the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch 3-pack, which is awesome. It's got the 3 trick-or-treaters. Very cool set. They had 2 of them. They had Pennywise from Chapter 2, which I ended up picking up from my boy Fig Vault. Shout out to him. It has the heads that I wanted. They had Hellraiser, which I couldn't even believe. I haven't seen this anywhere. So they had Pinhead, which I think I'm going to go back and pick up. I wish I picked it up then. I regret not doing that. That's like a must for the horror shelf. Ton of different Jason Voorhees figures. Really cool. Really, really cool. They had Annabelle. There's Freddy Krueger again. They had a bunch of the Toon Terrors, which I thought were cool. There's Pinhead. I haven't seen that one yet in stores. I really want to get into those, but I'm not going to do it. I can't have 2 horror shelves. They had Pennywise. Guys, they had so much stuff. There's Annabelle. More Nun stuff. They had Ash versus Evil Dead, which I haven't seen yet. There's Ash. Really cool figure. They had a couple different Pennywise figures. So, yeah, there was a lot of stuff to choose from, and I was kind of overwhelmed by it all. Like, here's another Pennywise from The Well. Really cool. So much stuff, but I decided I'm not going to pick anything up today because I'm getting a little heavy on the Ultimates. Alright, guys. So here we are at the barren wasteland that I call my local Walmart. This Walmart actually used to be good, and lately it's just so ass. Let's hope that they have something new. I don't even care if it's basics. I don't even care if it's basics, guys. Let's see. Alright, as I approach, I can already see it's just what I expected. It's pretty depressing. It is one single Blue Trunks Finn Balor action figure. There he is. Series 110 that I've seen everywhere. They had a bunch of Motu rings, a bunch of the other rings, a couple belts. They had one of the classic championships. Nothing new, nothing really worth even commenting on. Really depressing, and I wish that they would just stock some stuff. So anyway, we head over to the NECA stuff. They had the Gremlins, which again is such an awesome figure, with the snorkel and the goggles and the bathing suit, the Speedo. Really cool stuff. They had this mystery box, I guess you'd say, and it has like a mug and like a Pennywise bust and some other stuff, but Not really into random items like that. Gonna just stick to the ultimates. Nothing really here. Folks, rainy day here in the Garden State. I'm on my way to the gym. Figured I'd stop by this Target, see if they got anything new. Figure rainy days, a lot of people don't go out shopping. So maybe we can find something. Most likely we can't because my area has been very, very shady. Alright, so the usual basics: Cena, Kofi, Rock, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, all these Heenan elites. Then I noticed that behind a bunch of elites, they had R-Truth from Elite 78, and I was excited to see it. It's my first time seeing it in person, with a 24/7 championship. I looked at it a bunch of times, and I decided not to get it. And then on the way home, my rationale behind not getting it is I figured there's going to be other figures with the 24/7 title, so I'll get somebody else with it. But then on the way home, I was like, well, if I'm going to get somebody with the 24/7 title, I should get R-Truth because he's the person who's held it the most. So he's going to be the person who's synonymous with the title. So I think I'm going to have to pick up that figure eventually. Over at the Pops, they had a bunch of cool stuff. Some Looney Tunes Pops, Hello Kitty. Nothing really that I collect, but Pops are always cool to look at. They always have such interesting licenses and designs. They had a cool Back to the Future lunchbox, this Bob Ross pillow, but again, no ultimates. I don't know what's going on with this Target. I wish that they would start stocking up like the other one did. Alright, so I've heard the Dollar General's been getting some figures in, elites for $12. The WrestleMania basics, which I never got in my Walmarts. So let's see what they got here. Probably nothing. So as expected, they didn't have a damn thing in this place. And this place was a mess. This toy section is horrid. I will never come back here. Whoever is finding $12 elites and basics and the Shane McMahon WrestleMania 15 basic in Dollar General, consider yourself lucky, because there is not a figure in sight here. This is all just junk. I'm out. What's up, guys? Back at another Target. They haven't gotten anything new at this Target in a while. So let's see if they gotten anything, maybe some ultimates, maybe some new wrestling figs. So let's see what the fig heel can find. Of course, they have about 50,000 Heenans. Again, so depressing to me because I think it's a great figure. The usual basics: Cena, Roman, The Rock, Kofi Kingston. It feels like these top pick figures never sell. They had the Slambulance, a couple belts. So we head over to the Ultimates, and they had these cool Parks and Recreation, like mystery minifigures, which I thought were really cool to see Parks and Rec have some action figures. Yeah, nothing really over here. I didn't see any new Ultimates, but I did notice this Ultimate Style. It's not technically an Ultimate Predator figure. Really cool. They had Pennywise, the modern Pennywise, in the Toonie Terrors, which is so much cooler than the classic Pennywise. What else did we have here? They had Ash in the Toonie Terrors, which I thought was cool. I didn't even know that he had one. They had It from Chapter 1. They had Pennywise. And then I noticed that they had the Friday the 13th Pamela Voorhees figure, and I knew that my boy Fig Vault needed it, so I put the phone down and I called him to see if he needed it. He did, so I came back over, picked it up to hook my boy up, because he's hooked me up with a lot. I came over and checked out the Pops. I noticed that they had these DC Comics breast cancer awareness pink Pops, which, I have a soft spot in my heart for that, because my mother once had breast cancer. She's good now, but so anything that's related to that, it always is a soft spot for me. All right, so there was our hunt for the week, and only came up with this Friday the 13th Part 3 3D NECA clothed Pamela Voorhees figure. I scooped this up for
Fig Vault. He passed on it before and was saying how he wanted it. I found one, scooped this up for the good brother. He also scooped me up a Basic Series 111 Bray Wyatt from the Funhouse. So we're going to do a little trade on these things. So it's pretty cool. She's got, if you look closer, she's got real cloth hair. It's hard to see, but in person you can definitely see that it's like real strands of hair. Not cloth hair, it's real strands of hair. So it says, Chris and her friends choose to ignore Camp Crystal Lake's gruesome legacy and fall victim to the maniacal Jason. Even Jason's mom, Pamela, joins in the terror, appearing in Chris's dreams as a rotted body emerging from the lake. So, it wasn't a complete bust. We got Pamela Voorhees. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at FigHeel and at Unreleased Wrestling Figs. Check out the Unreleased Wrestling Figure Coloring Books, volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4, as well as Color Mania, which features the first 3 volumes for a discounted price. And go to ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeel for all your merchandise needs. Have a good one, guys. Take it easy. Look at that worm. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at FigHeel and at Unreleased Wrestling Figs. And you can visit the merch store at Pro Wrestling Tees and check out the Unreleased Wrestling Figure Coloring Books available now on Amazon.com, including Prime shipping.